Yes, yes. They have the audacity to go after anything. The 7 dragons, gods. No, still, this time is different. Who do they Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that 2 big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are—
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis of the South?
You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making—
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kind— They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the Abyss Order's forces away from the—
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That's quite an impressive sounding title.
Oh, indeed. He is an extraordinary individual. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, you met the living legend himself while you were in Mondstadt. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt—
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already— But anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is— So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave this commission to—
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then, good luck.
Race you! There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
From whence you came!
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, but this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's... Hello? Are you okay, mister? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. Let's get out of here, and fast! We should report back to Ganyu and Lan. Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
On the secrets of the Abyss. You have come here. You have seen as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just... Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to... The Abyss is unstoppable.
What is this power? Pirate's never seen it before. Careful, please don't get cocky. Nice and spicy.
I see. In that case, I shall stay here no...
What a tough battle. Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy. Who knew the Abyss Order had Huh? What is it? What do you think? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place.
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths.
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared! We fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed.
Let's go! A rare opportunity with Dan helping out.
Lewandowski.
These are the perfect conditions for training. Come on, Traveler. Train with me. One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
Let the show begin.
Fourth, my blade.
That really hurt. Lola, get them. Those abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through the...
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems looking for chaos devices.
They wouldn't be searching for such... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a However, they look disappointed. So it would seem they...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss. But I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the One cannot discover the truth behind it through or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much
Paimon is getting goosebumps.
All right. We shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue.
Wait, did I leave my apron outside to dry? Nice and spicy. Eat this! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
From whence you came!
Storm the front!
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade, attack! One with my blade. Force my blade. A touch of frost.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout,
There are no coincidences in the world. Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musing. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches, roots,
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed
huh? Conria? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin... Oh. Speaking of Conria... Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago... Huh? You have memories of being there. But then...
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry and but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoke.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into...
The destruction of Conria? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's... It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that...
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who...
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to... But now, since you have come to gain some understanding...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books before going to Mondstadt. You had just looked at some vague materials. Later, So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7.
I probably know more about Conria than both of you. Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented flourishing and glory.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods, the pride of humankind, was uprooted and crushed. Like a weed.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we...
Genshin this time.
After all that training.
I'll protect us. Ready, steady, go!
I ride on wind and cloud alike. It was worth the trouble.
Let's dance. Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines... So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that...
After the destruction of Canria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of... They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost...
Well, that sounds... so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them...
Nova, get them!
Force my blade. First you came! Fourth, barely a scratch.
A worthy adversary. Glory to the Shogun!
This was the end of the exorcists. Swift and merciful. A touch of frost.
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to... Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the...
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring...
What? Is that...
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be kept... It seems like they are still launching the operation.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a... From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those So Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osial, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osial?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the... Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were...
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient... Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osial?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osial's mind.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though of course, only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a bait, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that...
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our... Yeah! That tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
I'll protect us.
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of... But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on...
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the And actually, the Animo Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, when a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. That's enough about that. While we've been
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled... The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually...
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Dean... but I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something.
What's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed once nearly every member of the church joined the search. In the church's records, as you might assume, this...
Of course.
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any others? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents...
The Tyrant's final fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mons. Many, many years ago, there was a time when
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
people at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just Right! Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven.
It's okay. Thanks.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you!
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror in...
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it.
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight... But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animo Archon...
This isn't a conversation for children.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already... This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Deval?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, today, it is just his spirit. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andrias in...
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Race you! Help! My dinner is attacking me!
Come on, we can do it.
Whew, there sure are a lot.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was I cannot possibly agree with his action. Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite, even if the god in question...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears. I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss... Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also, at the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going... But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Devalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often... Okay, be careful. Thank...
you not welcome here.
So, the wolf's wretched. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your day. If you serve us, we can restore. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mom?
Wolves never surrender. But this...
No matter how many times you...
A touch of frost. From whence you came. Forth, my blade.
Nice and spicy.
Resistance is futile. The end is nigh.
But how? One with my blade. Spirit blade, attack!
The world will fall.
Swift and merciful.
Let the show begin.
Curb your fury. Forth. My blade.
No turning back!
Submit for judgment.
The end is nigh. The abyss shall rise once again.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Race you. La 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 la.
Swift and merciful.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such... No matter. There's...
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. But still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses try. I too didn't see.
Wait. So you mean the Abyss Order had...
Thank you. In the future, my claws... You smell danger? And
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger's... Besides coming to help, we actually have something to... excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my proving ground, but it could not think. Only I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field...
Missiles. I do not know this strange word. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that... But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while...
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the...
Yes, I smell. Maud, you too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane. Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, if I'm not careful, one day I may but back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss... I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller...
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus board?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. Then, whenever anyone got close, back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Stormterror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned room... This is it, right? Okay, then. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? What's going on? Are you
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability...
prototype?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vort, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defile. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also... I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy...
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
I'll protect us.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless...
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defile...
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Oh, and something Then we are the same. We're both dangerous.
It is your words that forever reek. Time to silence you!
Thou
the show begins.
I cannot underestimate my enemy. Forth, my blade. A touch of frost.
Get them!
Let's dance.
But how? Swift and merciful.
It's a roar!
From whence you came. A touch of frost.
No ingredients for me today. Nice and spicy.
I'll protect us.
It's a roar!
Swift and merciful.
Let's dance.
Surging tide. The end will come.
Barely a scratch. A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
The end is nigh.
Let the show begin.
The end will
One with my... After all that training. Curb your fury!
surging tide. Decimate! All life will perish.
Life is not eternal.
A touch of frost. One with my blade.
The world will fall. The end is nigh.
Let's dance.
Barely a scratch. Swift and merciful.
This shall rise.
that be?
Lumine.
Wait! Your brother?
Lumine. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your brother? No.
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows.
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness.
You're saying Dane is from Conrad? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon. And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy.
Yes, of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no... Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your... That's right! By the way, what they said just now was... Oh! Well then... First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother... It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction So that's why your brother said that... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother... It turns out he's on the side of... Yeah, you're right, then. We can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this tier. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your... Come on, traveler. Let's go.